Hello everyone. Today I am going to give my technical view on 10 stocks. However, this will only be a technical view, nor any advice, nor a recommendation. Therefore, consult your financial advisor before taking any trade. Secondly, I am going to give the technical view in two ways. First will be for a period of few hours to a couple of days, and the second will be a period for a few days to a couple of weeks. Now, starting with the first stock, which is Motherson Sumi, I'm going to switch to 15 minutes chart, wherein one candle is of 15 minutes. When I talk about trend, it has no significant trend on either RSI nor ADX. Therefore, it has been in a consolidation mode correctly. Now, talking about support and resistance, Motherson Sumi has a thick cloud acting as a support and a key support at 207.35 with a resistance at 209.77. Talking about moving averages, we have significant moving averages consolidated in this area, with a 200 candle moving average at 208 to a 20 minute candle 20 candle average at 207.73 above it, acting as key resistance. As we can see, it has struggled in the past to go above these averages. Therefore, a breakout on either side can be very significant and drastic, give a good amount of return due to the strength it has gained during the consolidation phase. Now switching to its daily chart. Again, we can see there is no significant trend on daily chart in the both RSI and DMI indicator. Now coming to support and resistance, it has thick cloud acting as a good support with itself stuck between a support and a resistance at 207.40 and 211.68 respectively. Therefore, breaking on the upper side is more likely because of the thick cloud. However, we cannot bet on that now. Coming to DMAs, we have significant DMA at 201.29, which is a 50 DMA. 200 and 100 are far off as of now. Now there is one trend line resistance that is acting over here, and a breakout above it will be significant. Now the second stock is Manappuram Finance. Coming to 15 minutes candle, there is no significant trend on DMI. However, RSI is rising, and we can see the stock has been rising from 143 to 145. The rise isn't much because there is no significant trend on DMI. Coming to support and resistance, there is a support at 145.15 and 146.40 is a resistance. Therefore, the support and resistance are pretty close. Cloud is not acting as a resistance because if it goes over here, the cloud is very bleak and very thin and it can easily break through. Therefore, we cannot count cloud as a support or resistance as of now. Time will tell. Coming to moving averages, we have strong moving averages at 146.40, the 50 candle moving average, 148 is a 100 moving candle, and 150 is 200 candle moving average. Therefore, this zone is has many strong resistances. Coming to daily chart, there is a negative trend in DMI with a trend above 20 and the red line or the orange line which signifies downtrend above. Therefore, there is a significant downtrend currently building in the stock. RSI is also very low, therefore showing there is no positive strength in the stock. Now coming back to support and resistance, Ichimoku doesn't have any support below it with its resistance at 151.82 and 158.70. Coming to moving averages, we do not have any significant moving average below the stock on daily chart with 200 DMA at 160.25. We can see the 50 has crossed 100 and is about to cross 200. Therefore, the stock is very negative. However, this line will act as a support because there are two bottoms over here can be considered as one because they are pretty close, but yes, the stock might show some support over here. However, breaking that might trigger a downtrend. Now the next stock that we are going to observe today is Bajaj Finance. Coming to its 15 minutes chart, we have no significant trend on DMI. RSI is rising as we observed in the stock as well. Therefore, any significant trend from here can be very good for a short term trading. Coming to support and resistances, it is stuck between Ichimoku support. It's inside the cloud, therefore it will have a support or and resistance of cloud at approximately 4686 is its resistance and 4587 is its support. However, talking about the blue and red line, it has a support at 4643 and a resistance at 4658. They are very close and a breakout on either side can be observed from here. Coming to DMAs, it is just below its 50 DMA at 52 with its 100 DMA at 47.10 and 200 DMA at 48.30. The two strong DMA are well above the stock and hence a move towards the DMA can give a good amount of profit on a very short period of time. However, the stock has no trend currently. Coming on to daily chart, the stock has a healthy negative trend over here. As we can see, the orange line is above and the pinkish line is above 20, signifying a strong trend. We can see over here it has broken below its support and has failed to sustain above it a day before the latest candle was formed. Coming on to support and resistances, Ichimoku has no support. It has resistance at 48.44 and 50.35 with cloud far above, therefore making it inconsequential. Coming on to moving averages, we have strong moving average 200 at 44.99, nearly 4500 from where the stock bounced in the previous 3 days, with a strong resistance of 49.51, the 100-day moving average. Therefore, the stock is stuck between two strong support and resistance. Coming on to the next stock is Vimta Labs. Coming on to its 15 minutes candle, over here there is a slightly positive uptrend in the stock because the pinkish line is above 20 signifying good trend and the blue line is above orange line, therefore a positive trend. We can see Vimta Labs broke above a consolidation over here, the consolidation of about 15th April, about a day. Basically, it broke about above a consolidation of a day. The RSI is also showing strength over here. Now, when we come to support and resistances, starting with Ichimoku, it crossed above its resistance and has two strong support at 202.53 and 201.45. However, the concerning part is the thick cloud over here, which might restrict its up move. Coming on to moving averages, we have strong moving average of 100 candles at 200. However, the moving average of 200 is far below at 191, therefore not very important as of now. The good thing is the stock broke above its moving averages, signifying a good trend. Coming on to daily chart, we have a good positive trend over here because the pinkish line is above 20 and the blue line is above orange line. The RSI may be overbought. However, we can see in the previous history that the RSI goes up to 83. Therefore, calling it overbought is little too early as of now. Coming on to a breakout, this breakout was observed as well as this breakout was observed in the stock. However, again I am repeating, this is not a advice, this is just my technical view. Support and resistances on Ichimoku, it has close support of 190 and 184. The cloud is very thin and inconsequential. Coming on to moving averages, the 200-day moving average is at 147, which is about 25%, more than 25% below the stock price. Therefore, it is far away and it shouldn't be much talked about. The 100-day moving average is at 163, which is also about 40% below. Sorry, 20% below. Coming on to closer moving averages, there is a perfect formation of moving average 200 above which is 100, above which is 50, 20, 10 and 5, which shows a good positive trend in the stock. However, the up movement cannot be determined just by this, how much it will go above. There was a breakout with volume over here. Therefore, it is a very good stock over here. However, trade back before after consulting a financial advisor. The next stock that we are going to talk about is Adani Ports. Coming on to 15 minutes chart, we have no trend on DMI. The RSI showed strength but is now coming down. However, RSI can give a bounce from over here because of the previous top the RSI formed over here. We can see the RSI has strong support over here because of these touch points. So it might give a bounce from here. Coming on to support and resistances, it is inside the cloud but can break out if it moves sideways or slightly upward. The chances of upward breakout are more because of two strong close support of 743 and 739. Coming on to moving averages, we have strong resistance at 115, 759 and 753, 200 candle and 100 candle moving average respectively. However, the close support of 741 day moving average makes it stuck between strong resistances and support. Coming on to daily chart, the positive trend is neutralizing with negative trend rising. Now both are falling with the overall trend with them. The RSI is also in the middle in the range of 50, therefore no significant trend. However, we can see from history that RSI generally bounces from this level. Therefore, if the RSI bounces, there may be a bounce in the stock price as well. Coming on to support and resistances, there is a strong cloud support starting from 674. However, this is about 10% down from here. Therefore, it needs to be taken into consideration. The resistances are at 793 and 771. The support on DMA is far below at 515 and 607, 100-day and 200-day moving average. The closest significant is 50-day average at 687, which is still far below than the current price. The 20-day and 10-day and 5-day moving average aren't that significant but are very close to the price. Now coming on to the next stock, which is State Bank of India. Let's open its 15-minute candle chart. There is a slightly uptrend in the stock because the pinkish line, the trend line, is above 20 and the blue line, which signifies positive trend, is above the orange line, which signifies negative trend. The RSI is also slightly rising and any jump in the RSI from here can give a slight uptrend or a up move in the stock. The stock is also staying true to its support over here. It has touched it 4 to 5 times and is staying true to it. However, it has also formed this. If it sustains over it, can be a good breakout over here as well. Coming on to support and resistances of this stock, there is no Ichimoku resistance. There is a strong support at 341, wherein the both line are a strong cloud support starting from 341 after a 2-3 candles, which might restrict its downside. Coming on to moving averages, there is a strong resistance at 347, which is the 200 candle moving average, whereas rest all acting as its support with significant 100 candle moving average at 341 and 50 candle moving average at 339. Therefore, the stock, if sustained over here above the 100-day moving average, can cross above 200 candle moving average. Coming on to daily chart, we have strong down trend in the stock observed since 18th February 2021. The uptrend is declining and the downtrend has crossed above the uptrend at 10 on 10 March 2021. The trend indicator, that is the pink line, is above 20, signifies good trend towards the negative direction because the orange line is above blue line. It also broke below its key resistance, sorry, support over here, and is also at its near its key support over here, because there are about 1 2 3 tops over here as well. Coming on to Ichimoku and moving averages support, it is below its Ichimoku, just inside the cloud, but might give breakout towards downside because of the two strong resistances at 347 and 358. However, it might respect the bottom of the cloud and bounce from here as well. Coming on to moving averages, it has taken bounce from significant 100-day moving average at 327 and 200-day moving average at 292, is about 20% below the price. The 50-day moving average will act as its resistance at 355, with 20-day moving average just above it at 357. Coming on to the next stock, which is Ambuja Cement. It's 15 minutes chart. Ambuja Cement has slightly negative trend. However, we cannot be sure about its negative trend till the time the pink line gives a jump towards upside, strengthening the trend. The RSI is below 450 for a considerable amount of time. Therefore, there is no strength according to RSI for an uptrend. There is a strong consolidation observed over here, and a breakout on either side can give a drastic movement. Coming on to support and resistance, Ichimoku has a support at 294, whereas strong resistance at 299, supported by a cloud. The cloud is thin over here. However, it is highly unlikely for the stock to move about 3 to 4% in the next 2 to 3 candles. Coming on to moving averages, all the significant moving averages are above it, with the 100 giving a death cross to 200. Death cross meaning a smaller moving average crosses a bigger moving average on the downside. They will act as a strong resistances between 299 and 304, the 5 rupee price range, and going to act as strong resistance. There is no key support according to moving averages. Coming on to daily chart, there is no significant trend, with the blue line above it now coming down. There is no significant trend along with RSI, which is coming down. Here we can see RSI gave a breakdown below this line, and hence the trend is weakening. Coming on to support, this is a strong support over here, breaking which might trigger a downtrend in the stock over here. Coming on to Ichimoku and moving averages, there is strong resistance at 301 and 311, the two Ichimoku resistances, and a strong cloud support starting at 282 and 270, ending at 270. However, therefore it is stuck between strong supports and resistances. Now the moving averages are perfectly placed for a support. One support acting at 287, second at 273, and the third at 253. The next two, that is the 100 and 200, are far below, but we have observed that it has bounced from 50-day moving averages quite a number of time. However, we have seen that apart from this one candle, it hasn't broken below its 200-day moving average since a considerable amount of time, barring this crash situation. Now the next stock that we are going to talk about is JP Power. Coming on to its 15 minutes chart, there is a uptrend. However, since it's a penny stock, DMI is not as accurate as it seems, because you can see over here it hasn't moved more than just 5 paisa up down. The DMI is rising without any significant change in trend. Therefore, DMI cannot be seen in this chart. When we talk about RSI is showing strength with the price increasing from 2.90 to 3.20. Coming on to Ichimoku, Ichimoku has strong supports at 305 and 315 with a strong cloud support below it. Coming on to moving averages, the moving averages are placed as a good support with 200 and 100 candle moving average at 309 and 308, with 50 day at 308 again and 20 day at 314, acting as key supports. Coming on to daily chart, we do not have a significant trend on daily chart, because whether the blue or orange line may be as above as they want, but trend won't be significant till the pink line is below 20. However, with the pink line below 20, blue and orange line won't go above this level, above 40. It is very rare they go, in my observation. The RSI is also signifying no specific trend, neither on downside nor on upside. Coming on to Ichimoku, Ichimoku has strong supports at 318 and 300, and a cloud support which is very thin, therefore cannot be considered as a strong support, but at 2.95 and 2.90. Coming on to moving averages, 200-day moving average is placed at 2.60, which is about 20% down from here. Coming on to 100-day moving average and 50-day, they are at 286, 2.86 and 2.95 and will act as a key support, with 20-day at 203, 10-day at 20303, and 20-day at 303, and 10-day at 309, and 5-day at 310. They will act as key support. Now the next stock that we are going to talk about is IRFC. It recently got listed, therefore we won't see much chart on daily basis. There is no significant trend on 15 minutes chart. RSI is rising, however it has shown strong resistance when we see past over here. We have seen that it is unable to cross this level very often and might come down from here as well, because when we see the chart, it's also it also failed to cross this trend line today. Therefore, there is no significant trend on either side as of now. Coming on to Ichimoku, there is a strong resistance which held true today. As you can see, the stock went till 21.25 but closed exactly at its resistance at 2120. As you can see, 2120 and 2120, with strong support at 21.08. If we talk about the cloud, it has good amount of chances of crossing it in the next 2 days, because the cloud is thinning over here. It is a thin cloud. However, if it doesn't go above over here, it might be stuck below the cloud for a few days. Coming on to moving averages, the 200 candle moving average is at 21.75, which is considerably above it, and the 50 candle moving average is 21.35. These two will act as strong resistances, and we can see the stock is unable to cross this since a good amount of time. The 50-day, it has crossed the 50-day moving average today. 20-day, 10-day, 5-day are below it. Therefore, the stock might be over here for many candles or a couple of days. Coming on to daily chart, we have strong negative trend over here with RSI below 30 level. Now, one thing to observe is, if the RSI stays below the 30 level and the orange line with the pink line stays above 20 or above 35, the stock will continue to fall. Coming on to Ichimoku, there is no cloud because of insufficient data. However, it has strong resistance at 22 and 23.25. 23.25 is 10% above, therefore it is not very good to talk about. Therefore, 21, 22 is a strong resistance. Coming on to moving averages, we only have 5-day, 10-day, 20-day, and 50-day just about to form at 24.25, which is 24.2, which is far above 2. So we have close resistances but not significant resistance. Coming on to next stock, which is Srf India. Now here I am going to show you something Srf Limited that we just observed in Motherson Sumi. Coming to its 15-minute candle, we have seen a consolidation, therefore no specific trend in both RSI and DMI. Anything above or below this consolidation might give a drastic movement. Coming on to Ichimoku, Ichimoku has two strong resistances at 6034. However, the recent resistance of 5998, just about 6000, it closed just 2 rupees above it. Therefore, 2 rupees on 6000 isn't much. It's not even 0.05%. Therefore, this cannot be called that the stock has sustained over its support. Tomorrow is a crucial day for it to maintain it as its support. There is a thick cloud over here which will be hard to break as of now. Coming on to moving averages, it has sustained above its 200 candle moving average of 5992 since long, and even failed to give a downside breakout over here. We can see it went below it but came above it as soon as it could. The strong resistance are the 100 at 6067, 50 at 6046, 20 at 6006. These will act as, especially the first two, will act as strong resistances over here. Coming on to its daily chart, if we talk about over here, it is quite similar to the chart we observed in Motherson Sumi, a downward two top trend line. Now when it broke above it, we can see on one day it went 8%. Therefore, this is what we observed in Motherson Sumi. Coming on to this, this is a breakout over here on closing basis and has retraced over here. Therefore, this will be key to observe in the next couple of days. The trend is fairly positive with pink line above 20 and blue line above red. The RSI is falling, however, it can bounce from here as we have observed in the past. It has bounced over here, it has failed to cross over here, therefore it is a strong level for RSI. Coming to Ichimoku, we have two strong supports at 5900 and 5747. The cloud is very thin and therefore won't matter much, because for a stock at 6000 the cloud is just 5650 and 5, just 50 points gap, therefore not even 1%. Therefore it won't be significant to talk about till 29th April, this month end. Coming on to moving averages, as we can see 200-day moving average is far below at 4972, about 1000 points down from here, 1025 points. Coming on to 100-day, it is at 5423. It bounced from there, therefore staying true to its support. The 50-day is at 5640, 20 days is 5799. The 5-day moving average above the price isn't as significant to call it in a downtrend, but yes, 5-day crossing 10-day might give a downside trigger. But we can say for sure that there are strong supports below it as well.